Now, whether you're a kid or an adult, everyone loves dippy eggs. There's something very nostalgic about it, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a modern twist by serving the dippy eggs with the ultimate toasty cheese sandwich with these amazing cheeses from the Witch's Chase Cheese Factory. Now, first we need to get the eggs in, so boil some water. Use the best quality free-range eggs you possibly can get. The fresher the better for this, and then we'll place them into the water, carefully lowering them so they don't crack. These are going to cook in the water for about 5 minutes, and I'm going to take them out and pop them in some ice water so they stop cooking. By doing that, we're going to get custard-like egg whites and then gooey egg yolk, which is exactly how I want it for these dippy eggs. Now for the toasty sandwich. This is just brioche bread, and I love the sweetness of it. It's going to go really nicely with the saltiness and the nuttiness of the cheese. Now, you can control yourself with this and only use one cheese like a cheddar or a mozzarella, or you can go all out, just like I'm doing today, by using some brie, Leicester and cheddar. The mixture of it together is going to give us a really nice complex toasty sandwich. First, a little bit of butter, softened butter on each side of the brioche, and a little bit more. And now for the cheeses, using a grater, I'll use some of this cloth-bound cheddar, which has a really nice bitey flavour to it. We want a good handful of that, along with some Leicester. I'm just going to crumble this Leicester. Look how soft it is. Look at that delicious inside. Breaking that up. Different textures in this toasty is going to make it extra special. And I'm going to take these eggs out because it's been 5 minutes, and then straight into the water, cold water. And now for the last cheese, I can't resist. I love brie, so I'm going to use some of this soft ash-scented brie. I'll use my knife just to cut very fine slithers. I'm going to use the mouldy outside too. It's got a slight mushroom aroma to it, which is going to impart a delightful flavour. Fantastic. Now I'm going to turn over the brioche bread and then fill it with our cheese. I'm going to start with our brie, and then a nice big handful of the rest of the cheese goes in the centre. And now we all know cheese and sweetness go so well together, so I'm going to use this local fig and pear paste. Just a small amount on the other side of the brioche. You could also use a tomato relish for this if you like. All right, now let's sandwich this together, squish it, and now I'm going to toast this in a pan so it's really golden on the outside and gooey in the centre. Now here's a little trick. Place a piece of baking paper on top and then another heavy pan. That's just going to squish it and make sure it cooks evenly. Have it on a medium heat so it doesn't burn on the outside. All right, I think this toasty is ready to go. We'll take this pan off and the baking paper. Wow, that is a delightful mess. That is going to taste so good. I'm just going to use a spatula to carefully take out the pan. Look at that. Oh, so good. Now we'll place it onto our chopping board, and with a really sharp knife, I'm going to cut it into little soldiers because we want to dip it in the eggs. Perfect. Look at that gooiness. I'm salivating just looking at this. Now I'm just going to arrange these onto another board. This is just a really cool way of presenting this. Put them on top of each other. And for the eggies, they're still warm in the centre. I'll place them in their holders. This is a great little way. If you don't have the holders, just use the carton. And then with a sharp knife, we'll cut the tops off. Oh, and look at that. Perfect whites, gooey centre. Cut the other side off. And because that fig and pear paste is so delicious, I'm going to serve a little bit of this on the side, just with a nice big spoon, a quenelle. Just scrape that between 2 spoons. We'll pop that on the side. And you know what they say, an egg without salt is like a hug without a squeeze, so we need lots of salt for this. Just on the side for presentation, there you have it. That is a really cool way of doing dippy eggs with 3 cheese toasty, some fig and pear paste on the side. I'm gonna dig in. Look at this. Oh yeah. And remember, this is messy, but it's totally worth it because it tastes amazing. So happy.